So time for gold here on Compound Saturday. Great Britain leading out Colombia here in the third and final stage of the Hyundai Archery World Cup Series. Let's go down for the team introductions.
Sur la cible numéro 1, représentant la Colombie, Sara Lopez, Alejandra Oscano et Nora Valdez. Sur la cible numéro 2, représentant la Grande-Bretagne, Leila Allison, Ella Gibson and Bailey Sargent. La juge de ligne pour ce match est Christina Tiflidou.
Well, here we go. Team introductions done. Colombia lining up with Alejandra Oscano, Sarah Lopez and Nora Valdez. Great Britain with Ella Gibson, Leila Anderson and Bailey Sargent. Great Britain shooting first on target number 2. Nikki, give us a prep on what these archers are about to do.
So we're in the compound team matches, so 4 ends of raw score.
So cumulative score, 6 arrows per end shot in rotations of 3. Ella Gibson of Great Britain steps up to the shooting line first to get this gold medal match underway. Gibson just clipping the line between the 9 and 10, so we'll get the higher score.
And 10 again. Yes.
See the communication happening between the team, really important, supporting your teammates.
Great start from the British team. Up for Colombia, Alejandra Oscano. Nikki, the quality of the start has been pretty impressive. We saw that the windsock was really very settled. Is that aiding things here?
It probably will be, yeah, if the conditions are really good. I mean, these guys are absolutely world class. We're shooting 50 metres on an 80 centimetre face, and yeah, if the conditions are good, we are going to see a lot of 10s.
Sarah Lopez into the 10 as well. So all square at the halfway stage of end number 1. So we go through the second rotation here.
Ella Gibson leading the team out on the back of a successful European champs, where she picked up a silver medal. Bit tight on the timing, down to 3 seconds. Maybe a bit of time pressure, I think, on that last arrow.
59 out of 60 though, not bad at all. Bailey Sargent with the 9. Valdez here, well, number 8, 23 years old. Very close. Looked to be a 9 to me. A bit of a gap between the arrow and the line. It's marked for a measure, but that could be critical, depending on what Lopez does. Early days, but with the score so high, any drop points are critical. Nikki, quality of the start, phenomenal.
Oh, fantastic, yeah. I mean, the 3 Colombians here, the quality of these girls is absolutely amazing. I believe that any of the 3 of them could qualify for the World Cup finals because, you know, they're just up there all the time, aren't they? Collected a lot of points. Obviously, Sarah, 5-time World Cup final gold medalist, so the quality there, unbelievable.
Yeah, arguably the most decorated female compounder. Certainly in the modern era she is. But the Great Britain team looking pretty solid there. I just noticed there Bailey Sargent looking perhaps a little tense and having an in-depth conversation on the other side of the shooting line. Squeno high-fiving the coach after every single shot fired.
Yeah, you know, all of these 3, they've been here before, they've been at World Cups, senior level. Bailey was due to come out to the 2nd World Cup, I believe, Lausanne, was unfortunately ill the day before, decided not to travel. Good decision from her, and, you know, it's probably just lacking a bit of, you know, being under this pressure that we talked about. People haven't had the opportunities to get out on this stage, one of the biggest stages there is in archery, and yeah, so, you know, some big events come into, a lot of pressure, and they want to do the best they can, and yeah, a fantastic first end.
Yeah, brilliant stuff from the pair of teams here. The gold medal at stake. Colombia actually getting marked up to a 60, and that's the 9 they scored, and their penultimate arrow was deemed to have hit the line. So 60 plays 59. A cumulative score in compound archery. We move on to end number 2 with Anna Gibson of Great Britain shooting first. Lena Anderson here, well, number 94, but she's just 18 years old. Just creeping into the 9. Notice there Bailey Sargent's sunglasses. She's got like a blinker on the left lens.
Yeah, so it might be, I'm not sure, but she might be a slightly left eye dominant or equal anyway, so just to try and make sure that that right eye is doing the work, that's really important.
That's crept out for Squeno into the 9. First of 3 appearances here on the podium. Target in Paris. Switch back to Great Britain. Ella Gibson going through her process. Great Britain trailing by a single point. I want to keep this tight through to the end. It is all about a cumulative score when we get down to the regulation ends. 4 of them here in Paris.
you're wondering what that big black kind of pocket is on the left-hand side of the sight, that is to protect the scope from rain. We've had a bit of rain here, and it's important that the archers are protecting their scopes from any raindrops that could be falling in between ends.
Here an opportunity for Colombia to open up the lead now. Wow, this is just incredible shooting. Three of them making it look easy here for Colombia, but Sarah Lopez has had her demons in recent times.
She has. We've seen Sarah punching a bit through this year. I think there was competition early through the year, the Pan Am Games in Montreal. She was struggling a bit with the wind. There's a lot of wind there, and you know, we talked a lot about compounders and this conscious or subconscious shot, and she went into a bit more of a conscious shot where she was kind of punching the release aid. You know, and it's difficult to get out of that as a compound archer. You really have to try and reset again, and sometimes that can be really difficult, especially with a calendar like this where every 3 weeks is a major competition, so you can't go back to the drawing board and really fix that. So it's kind of managing it through the season now.
Yeah, Monterrey known on the Mexican coast as a sort of great holiday destination, but the windy conditions there created real problems for the archers. But then again, this place has seen the final Olympic qualifier last weekend, which was a great spectacle. And the wind played a massive part, and it's for slightly different reasons, because this is a circular stadium, and it was a bit swirly. But here today, we see the difference when the wind is settled. Scores are massive.
Yeah, the conditions here are much better actually. A little bit of rain, but archers don't mind that too much. We talked about they need to keep their scopes and sights clear of any raindrops, but no wind. You know, that is what they want. They want to just keep everything nice and still and be able to make those great shots.
Great Britain trailing by 2 points. Will shoot first in end number 3. Ella Gibson will step up to the mark first. Already, they'll be thinking about trying to get at least one of those points back. But so far, the Colombians keeping the pressure on, and it really is incredible pressure when you're expecting a 10 almost every arrow. Very composed for an 18-year-old, isn't she?
Yeah, she is. Did some work with Layla earlier in this year, a bit of coaching with her, and worked on some things around her execution. She's doing really well with that.
You may be wondering why we're getting all these close-ups. Well, it's great, obviously, to see the emotion and the movement, but the archers tend to stay very, very relaxed and in the groove. But what you do see is the tiniest little movements of the bow.
Another little movement there, just maybe a tiny bit of imbalance as the shot went off. Not massive, was it? But enough to go out into that 9 again.
Lopez banging it into the 10 again. Has a chance for the 6th Hyundai Archery World Cup final title, if she can qualify for the finals, that is. Gibson cancelling out the 1 point gain they'd made through the first 3 hours, I should say. Important to stay in the centre here for Anderson. So another 59 for Great Britain. But there is an opportunity for Esqueno, Valdez and Lopez to increase their lead by another point. She's fired up, isn't she?
They want this. They want to win, you know. It's a big deal. I think Lopez was kind of talking Valdez through that shot. You know, when she came off the line last time, there's a little bit of communication between the two, and you know, an action around the execution of the shot. So, just helping her teammate through that a bit.
Well, it looks like Lopez has got a hold of the demons that we talked about earlier. Is that because there's no wind, and if it picks up, we're going to have some problems?
Yeah, the calm conditions are certainly going to help with that. You know, if it was really windy, then I think we'd see a little bit more going on there. But yeah, she's controlling it well in the conditions that we've got. You know, we've talked a lot about the quality of Colombia, but I mean, Great Britain were ranked third here. They were ranked higher than Colombia coming into this final, third versus fourth places. And you know, there is some good quality in this Great Britain team. They, you know, they're probably more inexperienced, a bit younger, but they're coming through. With Ella Gibson, you know, top seed here again this event. So, you know, some fantastic stuff coming from her, and I think she's going to be, really is going to be one to watch.
Esqueno, though, they're going for the first of potentially 3 gold medals here in Paris. There's Sarah Lopez, looking pretty calm and relaxed. It's almost, she's praying for that wind to stay away. So this is it, the 4th and final end. Great Britain trailing by 2 points. Need to score heavily to put some pressure on the Colombians. Gibson up first again.
Again, a little bit of a longer hold, just needs to keep those moving. Big deep breath afterwards. Nice to see them relaxed between the ends as well.
Well, they've done the job, 3 10s. That's where the pressure might start to creep in. It's a long hold from Esqueno.
I wonder if the coach is getting a sore hand.
It almost seems like part of her process at the moment to
Yeah.
get that high five in after every shot.
You know, it's part of that positive reinforcement that's important. I shot that 10, that's like me. So that really can be part of your process.
There's just no clear crack in the armour here. followed by 2:59s for Colombia. They're on for another 60.
I think Ella's arrow just fell off the arrow rest there, just took a little bit long to get going. I wonder if they're a little bit time pressured now on these last 3 arrows.
Well, the 9 from Gibson does give Colombia some breathing space. Anderson here holding on. As we come into the last
10
3
seconds
arrows.
left.
Yeah, as we come into the last 3 arrows, 2 9s, and as Nikki said, we're under 3 seconds. I just about got that one out. And it's 3 9s, and that's what difference the time pressure will make. A 2:33 for Great Britain. Plenty of time here for Nora Valdez, the one number 8. They're all flinging it into the 9s in these last 3 arrows on their last rotation. Sarah Lopez, an 8 for the gold medal here in Paris. And of course, it's put into the 10. No signs of the target panic some people have been talking about with Sarah Lopez. She carries Colombia through to the gold medal here. It was a plucky performance by the British team, that's for sure. Certainly a great performance to make it through to the gold medal match here, but just the odd point dropped in the first 3 ends opened the door for Colombia.
It did, yeah, and then just that final end, I think, just running out a bit of time. So just got to work on that as a team. I think, if they can get together, just work together a bit more on that timing as a team there. And, there's such potential there. Coached there by Simon Scott as well in the box, who's been a massive influence on the compound setup in Great Britain. And we've got lots of people coming through from that system, and, fantastic performance from them.
Yeah, very good performance. Here are the gold medalists. Sarah Lopez in the middle, flanked by Alejandra Esqueno and Nora Valdez. They are the compound women's team gold medalists here at the 3rd and final stage of the Hyundai Archery World Cup Series here in Paris.